Welcome everybody to a very special edition of Breakfast with Jeff. This is Breakfast with Jeff slash, the name of this one is called Jeff's Journal. Very first time a Breakfast with Jeff has been slashed with Jeff's Journal. So usually you do that, it's pretty random, very seldom. If you ever see a Jeff's Journal Breakfast with Jeff, it means that there's something going on, and I highlight it into the show as well. The reason why I'm doing a Breakfast with Jeff slash Jeff's Journal is because today, the date is April 27th, 2013. St. Croix Casino in Turtle Lake is having Bret Michaels live on stage, sold out show. Truthfully, no, you're probably thinking, sounds cool. Well, for me, it's tense and mind-boggling. Number one is it's standing room only, which means you got to stand for 4 hours. And number two, it's also Sam injured herself. What happened was we went shopping one day and she pulled the cart to move it away from somebody, and when she pulled it, I thought that she pulled it and she bumped into it. I didn't realize when she pulled it and actually the entire cart went over her foot, and it sprained her ankle and sprained her foot at the same time. So the day before, on Friday, we went out on Friday night and we kind of checked out and see how far she could go on it, and we realized that she could go about a half an hour. She can go before she has to sit down. So when I go to the concert, I need to see about getting a chair for her. So I'm nervous about how they're going to sit and see. She wears a cast, an air cast that goes onto her leg, and it's made so you can put a shoe over the top of it. So I can see them seeing her walking on it, and they can see her walking on it, and they can see that she has a shoe on, so they'd probably think, well, her foot is not really hurt. But the truth is, it is hurt. It's just, the fact is, life goes on. You got to continue to do what you need to do. You still need to get things done, despite the fact that you have an injury. You just do what you need to do. She puts an ace bandage on it, and she also puts on the air cast. The air cast is to help the ankle and the toe, and the ankle and the toe. She actually hit her toe, and it was like black and blue. So I'm nervous about that, and I'm also nervous about getting a good spot to be at, because we like to record it, and we like to be able to actually take pictures of it as well. So that's another thing that's all got me all nervous and upset. So it's been a hectic day. I've been upset and sick and not feeling good, and it's been crazy. Truthfully, I'm going to say this, and I don't believe I'm saying this about the casino. They've done a really good job of getting bands to perform on Friday and Saturday night. I really give them credit for that. It doesn't matter if it's a rock, country, hip-hop, polka, whatever. It's just something that people can enjoy. You gamble for a few hours, you get kind of tired, you want to take a break. It's nice to have something to go take a break too. So, to have a band there is pretty nice. Now, they have the tail, that's Trina. You'll see her once in a while, waving her little tail in front of everybody. Hi, I'm Trina. So, yeah, if you see the tail, that's Trina. She always likes to jump on my lap. Getting back to what I was talking about, but yeah, they double booked actually the storyline. If you look at the online, and you look at the calendar on the website, stcroixcasino.com, it actually does not say nothing about Bret Michaels. Believe it or not, what happened was they actually double booked the room. What happened was they happened to be able to snag Bret Michaels to perform on the 27th, which was, I'm sure, was available, was available on a schedule. So they double booked. They booked on a band called Fallout Stereo. So to make it really smart, to make it really good, they decided, okay, we'll have Fallout Stereo play for the first 2 hours, and then we'd actually have Bret Michaels play at 9 to 11. I just hope they're smart and they have, Fallout Stereo perform afterwards, because, why waste the time? I mean, you're gonna have them pay them just to play 2 hours. I don't think that's gonna happen. But but yeah, they double booked the room, double booked the area, so that's kind of how it works. So, but I got to admit, the casino's done really good at getting some bands. They had last month, a few months ago, they had Hinder, which did a good show. Um, Trina's trying to get up onto the window. That's why she's jumping. Okay, but I want to talk about something that's really interesting as well. A lot of singers, a lot of band members, people, you know, when you live in a small town, you still buy albums. You still purchase an album because you love the singer. And one of my biggest things is, if I don't care what a singer does in his personal life. That's his personal life. You know, I don't care if the guy's got 25 women or he has 500 women. You know, the bottom line is that's his personal life. That's what he does, you know, off the camera. You know, not when he's working. You know, that's how it works. But when I see a performer, you know, when he goes out onto the stage and he performs, how he conducts himself really has a big bearing on how I feel. It's like Vince Neil. Vince Neil was, you know, personally I don't give a crap what he does, but professionally when you go out and you crank your music up really, really loud and you go off the stage half the time, you're not on the stage and you're not singing, it is really disrespectful. I mean, people go out and they buy your albums. It doesn't matter if they're in Chattanooga, Tennessee, or they're in Los Angeles, California. The bottom line is people buy your albums. They listen to your music. You know, you go out on that stage and you act like a total jerk and you say, well, I'm not going to play this dump. It tells you that you don't respect the people that buy your music. And I don't like that at all. That does not make me, that makes me upset. I mean, yeah, I still listen to your music because I like your music on a professional basis, but in aspects of person who you are, you know, I guess you're not a business person. Because if you were a real business person, you do what you do. It's where the money comes in. You know what? You get paid to do something, you shut your damn mouth and you do your job. Now, Bret Michaels. Well, Bret Michaels, personally, you know, he's a character. But professionally, he goes out there, puts on a hell of a show, gets people rocking, gets people into it. Guess what? That proves that he's a hell of a businessman. He goes out and does his job. He goes out and gets those people into it because they go out and buy his albums just like anybody else. But if he goes out and he sits here and sings half the time and walks off the stage and leaves, then he's a total asshole when it comes down to business. Because you know what? These people from, you know, Chattanooga, Tennessee, or people down in Lansing, Michigan, or people down in Shootwater Valley, whatever it may be, whatever little town they're in, they buy his albums. They listen to his music. They go to that store and they wait for hours on end for that album to come out. It does not matter. You go out and you put on a great show that shows you're a professional. You're a businessman. You know what? These people paid their money to come and see you. They should come and have a great show. Great show. Let's talk a little bit about that's what I care. I don't care about what you do personally. You know, you have 25 women and 500 women in your RV and you're partying down, drinking tequila. So what? That's your personal life. That's none of my business. But you go out onto that stage and you perform for me. I paid my money to listen to you perform and play your music. Now I'm pissed off because that's professional. That's your business. That's how you make money. You make money by record sales, or people don't buy your music. Why do you bother recording it? Nobody cares to hear your music. What's the point of recording the music? The reason why people love your music is because they love the way it sounds. They love the theme. Bret Michaels, people love Poison. People love Poison. People love the songs that Poison has written. Nobody knows nothing about Bret Michaels. Like Fallen, Rain, you know, or how about Nothing to Lose? These are songs performed by Bret Michaels, not Poison. These people expect to hear Poison, not Bret Michaels. And I'm sure he's going to play Poison music because what everybody thinks to listen to. They think when they see Bret Michaels performing, they think they hear Poison. No, no, no. You hear Bret Michaels. You hear his music. So, aspects of Casino, I've seen Sawyer Brown, Blackhawk, Eddie Money, Lone Star. This goes on and on. Hinder, Sammy Kershaw. The point of the matter is, they did a great job of getting bands to perform, and I think that's terrific that they do that. I think, it's not just a case of business; it's a case of a good job. And I hope you have, you guys sold out. I hope you have, obviously you're starting off having a great fucking show. Now you just hope that he puts on a hell of a show, because all those people paid their money to see him, and for him to put on a bad show shows that, we didn't get our money's worth, But I think Bret Michaels is a good businessman. I don't think he's the type of guy who's dumb enough to, to find out that he's doing a sold out show. I don't think he's really gonna make people lose or screw up or anything. You can say what you want to say. Personally, you can think he's a prick, but professionally, if he does his job and gets people into it and has a good time and rocks the house, guess what? That's all that matters. Because those people walk out that door and say, that was a hell of a show. That's all that they need to worry about. That's all they need to worry about. So, that's as far as that goes. So, I gotta admit, I'd say that, and this is sad to say, Vince Neil was probably the one that's actually not put on a show. He didn't go on the band, he didn't sing very much. He had his system way, way, way loud. There's no reason for it to be that loud. I've seen Lone Star, I've seen Sawyer Brown, I've seen Blackhawk. These guys put on a hell of a show. Eddie Money, I know Eddie Money's an old, but just the point, these guys come out, they put on a hell of a show, and they don't have to. You get them backwoods country bumpkin goddamn place, hiring you, you think, what the hell? But the fact that these people put on a hell of a show shows that they have a lot of respect. And they know that this is our business, this is our job. We make a living, producing music. And that's kind of the way it's supposed to be, folks. That's the way it's supposed to be. So, that's as far as that goes. I don't know. So that's as far as that goes. This show's not going to be very long because we're going to be getting ready to head out here. You can catch Breakfast with Jeff. It'll just be called Bret Michaels, so you can check it out. And I'll give you all the updates on how the show went, and if I threw up or puked or whatever, I'll let you know. Weather-wise, can't be any better. 70, 75 degrees outside, warm, sunny. Couldn't get a better day for, this stuff. It was too bad it wasn't outdoor concerts. They had a really beautiful day. It's going to be really beautiful. I don't know if it'll be a beautiful night, but I know it's a beautiful day. So, that's as far as that goes. I'm going to... Okay, folks, let's see. So I don't know what else is going on here. Not much going on. I just wanted to update you. We get the Breakfast with Jeff recorded and ready to go. So, on the aspects, I'm going to let this go. I want to get this put on YouTube right away. Folks, for Breakfast with Jeff, this is called Breakfast with Jeff, Jeff's Journal. Don't forget, we'll see you tomorrow for Breakfast with Jeff, Bret Michaels. Until then, everybody, so long.